We're here at the Heights in Newtown, 140 Fraser Street, and we're talking to Nolene, who is a volunteer and the local tour guide here. Nolene, would you please tell us a little bit about the Heights and the history and how the Trust is involved with it?
It has a rich history. It's a wonderful house. There were 3 generations of the one family who lived here. And the first generation was Charles Ibbotson. Now, Charles Ibbotson was the business partner of Frederick Dalgetty and moved to Geelong in 1852 to open the offices here. And then in 1854 he built this house. The second generation was Charles Ibbotson's youngest daughter. She was the youngest of 6. She inherited the house, and then when she died in 1938, it was inherited by her son, Louis Melville White. Louis was the apple of his mother's eye. She was very possessive of him. And of course, the story is that any girl, or any young woman who cast her eyes in his direction was very much discouraged by mother. As a consequence, when he met the love of his life, Marnie Wyatt, they had to keep their relationship a secret, and they courted for 15 years before they finally decided that they couldn't wait any longer. So they married in secret. 3 years after that, mother died, and Louis and Marnie inherited this house. It was in a very poor state of disrepair. Not much work had been done in the previous years, and when he got the experts in, they said, pull it down, it's not worth saving. But that was not what Louis and Marnie had in mind. So what they decided to do was to restore the best parts of the house and renovate and make this house a very comfortable house for 20th century living, which is what they achieved.
So how exactly is this house maintained? I imagine it wouldn't be easy for such a large and old house.
It's all run by volunteers. We do have a manager, but the maintenance of the house, the housekeeping, the painting, the gardens, repairs, everything is done by volunteers. And if you come and have a look around, you'll see the work that these wonderful people do.
And when is the house open for viewing?
We're open on the first Sunday of the month in winter, but from September we're open on the first 3 Sundays of the month.
This is quite a lovely room we're in here. This is Marnie's room, I understand. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, this is Marnie's room. It's her furniture, and the choice of the wallpaper is hers. And although Louis and Marnie had separate bedrooms, there is a romantic touch in that every morning they had their breakfast together here in this room. Okay,
so we're here in the dining room, which I understand is one of the rooms they very laboriously combined and renovated to turn into one room. Can you just tell me a little bit about that and the family history that went into it?
Yes, well, as you say, this is the dining room, and this was originally 3 small spaces combined into one. It's a far more convenient place to have a dining room rather than the front of the house, because the kitchen is just round the corner.
So can you just tell us a little bit about the kitchen?
Yes, I can imagine Marnie having a lot of fun redesigning this kitchen, because in 1938-39, when the renovations were done, this kitchen would have been the last word in modernity. And indeed today we use this kitchen quite a lot. Lots of ladies come in here and they say, oh wow, because it's got so much space, so much bench space, so much cupboard space, and even this lovely eating area behind us. When the sun's shining, and I'm afraid it's not today, but when the sun's shining, it's just lovely sitting there looking out into the kitchen garden with all the vegetables and so forth that the volunteers grow. So it's a lovely place to be.
hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. For all of our previous episodes, head to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/947PulseTV. Now, to hear us out, we've got some music from Zuma. Until next week, when you're out on the bay, keep clear of big ships. I'm Michelle, and you've been watching Pulse Geelong.
Hey, we're Zuma, and this is Out in LA.